everybody, and welcome to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio for our mega mini crossover edition. We're calling it the Summer Chef Rules.
Yes.
Because we've got all three shows, 3+, let's just say.
Jeff sprang the chef summer rules on us.
Summer chef
rules on us just now. So I'm still settling into that, but I like it a lot. It's clever.
I am Jeff, the former Bravo noob, who is nothing but ready to dish on that and other things, pop culture this week. And with me are two very special folks and a little bit of biz coming up.
Yeah, this is my very favorite time because we all get to be together and we get to talk about all kinds of things. But hey, I'm Sundi, pop culture professor and reunion expert now because we are getting a lot of reunion this week. Mm-hmm. When you're hearing this, make sure that you go tomorrow morning to tune into the Vanderpump Rules Season 4 reunion. It is something. I don't know. But we talked for a very long time about it. So there's going to be sort of two half and halves. But coming up next week is the Top Chef finale. So we're down to 3, and we're going to talk about that in a second, but we're going to see who is crowned Top Chef on Monday. And then the final part of Summer House, in which the evil geniuses that are Kyle and Sierra have come together, enlisted a cohort in Mija, and they are going to disassemble the Wes and Amanda situation. So that's coming up on Tuesday.
Is Mija a new person?
Yes.
To me, I mean, I'm telling you.
That is Wes' supposed girlfriend all last summer that he thought they just needed to keep it quiet just to save her from getting pulled into the drama.
This is a real person, not a pretend, not an imaginary.
Not an imaginary.
It's not Bailey's imaginary friend Levi.
Gotcha. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, the scope of Summer House continues to grow, and I'll be sad to see it go. And of course, we are starting a brand new season of Vanderpump Rules, Season 5. I don't know how you can top Season 4, but here we go. Oh, and
also, hi, I'm Emilie. I'm still here too.
I did the business.
Sundi just did the longest intro / business, but anyway,
no,
Emilie, I'm here. All right, let's jump into this.
Are you watching Top Chef at all?
Here and there, I do love it, but I'm not as regular with watching it as you guys are. So, but I am keeping up with stuff.
Well, as she said, we are down to 3. It has been a very fun season.
Let's warn for spoilers. If you're not all the way caught up on Top Chef, you might need to fast forward 10 minutes or so because we are about to talk about who the final 3 are. So if you haven't watched it, close your ears.
It's a very fun season. There's been the personalities, I think, on this one are great. All 3 that we have left rooting for. Of course, we have rankings, but I'm very happy with who we have, good attitudes, all that stuff. And like I've said, reality show with people that get along and work well together can happen. And isn't it fun?
I think Rhoda is really, really pushing down her situation because I see her online. I see the interviews that she is a little bit more street than she's letting on.
I think there's a little bit of that in everybody. I mean, Lawrence had you fooled. He doesn't mind.
Lawrence had me fooled that his wife is alive?
Absolutely not. That was never up for it was up for debate a little while.
Lawrence's wife is alive. He did have me fooled on that.
A little more TV experience also than you thought.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I got duped.
Yeah.
Y'all go back and listen. I got duped by Lawrence. I'm just saying.
Both of us agree with our top 3. Wait, have you got the same top 3?
Yeah, Rhoda, Sherry, Lawrence.
Okay, there we go. We're going to see some sous chefs with them this week. I believe it's going to be Anthony, Jonathan, and Seeger.
Not Oscar?
I don't think so.
It's not a personality hire in this situation?
It's gone too long. He was gone too long ago for it.
Just seems like if we were judging personalities, Seeger would not be on the list.
It seems like that, or that's just what it is?
It seems like the Top Chef would be like, listen, we need good TV, Seeger. I need you to set this one out.
They might just want to kick him off a third time. Maybe that's all they're bringing.
I think they're enjoying that, actually, kicking him off. There's got to be a certain satisfaction in kicking someone like him off. Don't you think?
I mean, I think that they all hated him. Jeff disagrees with me, but I feel like he just rubbed most of the other cheftestants the wrong because they were all kind of bristly to him and they were, modicumly cordial, but you could just tell they got on their nerves. Jeff disagrees.
I think they went to him to have him taste stuff. They liked him, It's a lot of real cheery, nice people in here, and that's just not his style. So
so maybe he needs to go join one of our shows. Emilie, send Seeger over to
he'd be good on the villains or something.
Yeah. Oops, all villains.
Yeah.
As we end our Oops All Chumps Vanderpump season.
We do.
They're going to have a progressive meal, as you said. And so I had to kind of step back, especially once I listened. So not progressive like we're used to down here. Like you said, as a Southern woman, I'm used to this. I can't wait. And I was like, they're not going from fancy kitchen to fancy kitchen.
Right. What do they mean?
So what they're doing is like, they're telling their story. Now that it's down to the 3, like I said, they're going to have 2 days to cook this meal instead of like 10 minutes over here, 20 minutes over here, run to the store. They're going to do like a starter, a next course, an entree, a dessert. You know, like they progress and they get to tell their story through the plates, as we've kind of said. And so it takes you, you know.
So how long will the challenge be altogether then?
I mean, they'll do it over, I mean, they'll sleep, you know, over, I mean, they'll get to go to sleep, but it'll be
so
2
days. Do you mean like we're going to have like
get together, they'll get a
prep
sous chef,
day,
they'll prep,
you know,
they'll design their,
and then like the day of like cooking and presenting.
Yeah.
So the judges are going to have to eat all of those dishes from all of the 3 of those people.
Oh, yeah.
Like one after another. That's a lot.
Because when they said progressive dinner, my mind was, they're going to make something here, then they're going to move on to another location and eat something there and then move on, because that's what I think of when I think of progressive dinner. But
right.
Jeff's saying,
this is no messing around. They are in one spot. They're going to be cooking their absolute hearts out. This is like what they've been dreaming of for years. There's no one's going to come in and they got to switch. Yeah. There's no secret ingredient that's going to pop up. Happening. No gimmick. Good. This is it.
I'm glad, because I'm over the gimmick stuff of it. I need it to just be straightforward cooking.
Yeah, let them like have a chance. Really like focus.
They really get to do that. A lot of times they go home for a few weeks and then go to some like international locale. This is going to be the third. I believe they're just going to be in North Carolina. Not just North Carolina's great, but they are going to be in the state where they've been competing. This will be only the 3rd time in 23 seasons where they've done that. So interesting.
So Project Runway does that. And I love it when I talk about Project Runway, but they send the designers home and give them money for them to design a collection and over, many weeks. And then Tim Gunn goes to visit them at home. And then when they come back, they have had all of this time to create something. So they're sort of conflating the time and kind of like compressing it down. Yeah.
A ton of time. They've gone back and they know they're going to like Macau, like these, distant places. So they'll go back home to their very own kitchens and work on dishes that make that local cuisine shine and bring their own, what they've been doing their whole lives and kind of meet somewhere in the middle. This time they're just continuing on like another week.
Oh yeah. So they're not doing that. It's okay. So, I mean, I like it. Carolinas, they've really kept them a little sequestered here. Charlotte must have really, really wrote a big old check. Yeah. So bravo. Because they are not letting them go.
No one else did.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Asheville was like, nah, we're all set. We're trying to do tornado recovery here.
We've got a chance to see Last Chance Kitchen to Champ. I said it, you were going to see the people on the same episode that we watched last week. It's happened 3 times before. One of them I actually forgot about. So that's how Kristen won. Kristen got into Last Chance Kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Battled back. She won. Joe Flam from Chicago, he is going to be one of the judges in the finale. He did the same thing. And another woman named Brooke Williamson, who you may have seen, she's on TV a whole lot. Her and Kelsey Bernard Clark from over in Alabama do stuff together.
Well, it seems like Kristen and that person is going to be like really kind of low-key voting for Rhoda. Like they have a little bit of a bias embedded in.
This is drama you're trying to invent. They're just going to vote for the person that had the best meal.
If there's no drama, Sundi is going to generate some for these shows.
Y'all, it's reality TV. What are you talking about? I didn't make up there had to be conflict and tension on reality TV. Like that's not a Sundi invented convention. But I'm saying in terms of, human nature, like yes, I'm going to root for the person who is in the situation in which I was in too. Like, get it. So I just think, but Rhoda's going to win anyway, just on sheer talent and force of will.
Well, you going to go out to Rhoda's for the watch party?
Sure. We'll just pop on a plane and head over to Hawaii.
I mean, it looks cool.
I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it right now. I mean, for sure. I have been seeing, because I follow a lot of the Top Chef people, a lot of folks are like ramping up to have a bunch of watch parties and stuff too. So that's something I think we should think about as a podcast fam, how we can do a watch party.
Love it. I
think so too. I think it would be really fun. So stay tuned as we concoct a vision.
Send all your ideas to jeff@pinotpod.com.
That's right. That's right.
And as we get a little to our theme this week, I'm going to dip into Summer House a little bit. Something a little more mental, which is funny.
Oh, it's
that
mental.
The most mental isn't the group of chefs.
Yeah.
It is your group with all the shenanigans.
Yeah. So we just watched the first 2, and I don't know what your algorithm looks like. But my algorithm is just all Summer House and all the time.
Yeah.
And it's all of these folks doing these really deep think pieces, all of these folks just like really getting into the micro movements and looking at this whole thing. And this whole thing
like
with the
of the people on the reunion.
Yes,
movement?
and the dynamics of Amanda and Kyle up till then, the dynamics between Sierra and like last week, I've seen a lot about how diabolical it is that Bravo showed the episode of In the City in which Amanda's sitting across from West and Sierra, and then they went back and re-filmed a confessional for her in May. They hate her, right? Like they hate her.
Yeah, everyone hates her. I mean,
right? They are not doing her any favors. That was real bad. That was not a good look.
So my thought on that is because since I have not watched Summer House from the very beginning, I did not know. Like I have watched. I went back and caught up on like a couple of seasons before we started this one. But Sundi informed me that Amanda was historically a producer darling on the show. Like they loved her.
Kyle's side piece.
What?
Also, she came onto the show as Kyle's sneaky link. So Kyle had...
Why are you just dropping on that on me now? Like what?
That's out there.
How did I not know that?
Yeah, that's out there. So Kyle was notoriously like philandering and womanizing. I think he had a couple of situationships, and Amanda would...
He's a lover boy.
For sure. Yeah.
And Amanda would drop in on the low to like spend the night with him and like all this. And then she really pressured him to be exclusive. And he was like, okay, fine, let's do it. And then he proceeded to cheat on her and be a makeout slut. And then she was like, oh my God, pearl clutch. Well, how dare the man that I cheated with is cheating on me?
How dare you just drop this information on me now, Sundi? You know I haven't been there from the beginning. How did I not know this?
This was 3 noses ago, so you may not have recognized her on your algorithm. But yeah, so she came in as a side piece, and she is leaving as a side piece.
What's like her personality? Because anytime I see her lately is just
New Jersey.
Yeah, question mark.
Her personality is I'm from Jersey,
and I can't even.
I just want a house in the suburbs in Jersey.
I think her parents are fairly wealthy too. She has a trust fund. I think
she does.
Yes, she does.
Then why has Kyle been paying the rent for 3 years?
That is the thing I was going to talk to you about it in my hot goss. But the spreadsheet that Kyle presented to her with, hey, you owe me $117,000.
Right.
Amanda was like, okay. And I'm fairly certain that she just wrote him a check and was like, here you go.
If you want to put one of your pens in it, tell hot goss, we can.
Yeah. But so Amanda is not destitute. Kyle, she is not going to be. Kyle is not doing something to her. Like she absolutely is afloat. But
so circling back to what my original point was before Sundi derailed me with all this brand new information that I'm just now getting. We're on episode 18 of Summer House, and you just dropped this on me?
I thought you did a deep dive.
She's gonna be upset you didn't do homework.
Whatever. All right, so I don't even know. I think my point originally was just that because Amanda was a producer darling, and then she really shit the bed with all of her behavior on this season. I think the producers feel betrayed, and they're like, "Fuck this bitch," and they're going hard for her because
they were
right? Because she's not making it difficult for them to go hard for her.
Well, and that's
my thoughts on why, because they really did do a 180 on her, because it was very up until maybe 2 episodes ago, I feel like this season of Summer House has been very Kyle,
Amanda forward.
Kyle's a jerk. Look at all these jerky things that he does. Poor Amanda. And then all of a sudden Bravo is like, psych. Let me just show you guys what a train wreck she is.
An active theory right now is that going into this season, after she announced their separation, that Wes clocked that was going to happen, that she was going to come out ahead, that Kyle was going to be
and that's why he hitched his star to her.
Exactly. Yeah. And so now that's why he is not really coming out real hard for her defense, not really doing much explaining. He's kind of leaving Amanda out to dry because he's waiting for the next opportunity to, the next advantageous moment to move on.
So something I saw on, I think this was Instagram today or maybe yesterday when I was flipping through, was that a lot of people were saying, West did not really make any arguments or come to Amanda's defense on the reunion because secretly he hopes she takes Mia and Sierra and Lindsay's advice and breaks up with him because he does not want anything with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to be whatever.
Never has the ability to.
Yeah. And he wants always wants the woman to break up with him because he doesn't want to have to do the dirty work.
Yeah, he's too afraid of getting a haircut, too afraid of using a bar of soap, too afraid of like doing the right thing and breaking up with a woman. So, but I don't know what the summer household is going to look like in our lives, but Tuesday, it's the very last segment, and they're kind of like, hey, Mia, can we call you from the stage?
Oh,
like,
please.
Can we like
please.
I want Andy to be like, and we have Mia who is here. Come on out. Like, that would be the best ever. But we'll see.
I will say that FaceTime that they did with her at the end of reunion part 2, her hair and makeup were looking very show ready.
I mean, she wasn't caught off guard.
Right.
But some folks say that perhaps that she is one of the only women that really like Wes really loved or had like a connection to because she has such insight into his behavior. And I don't even know what we're about to hear. Like,
I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be tough.
Okay.
And then I really wanted to talk a little bit about the season 4 reunion.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of shouting.
This is
a lot of crosstalk.
Vanderpump.
I've gotten to really enjoy these folks. Obviously, I'm enjoying. This is not my fave grouping of them together.
Yeah.
After this awesome season, I oddly have no idea where we kind of pick up. I'm looking forward to this. Now, we'll get into more of what we're looking for next time we talk. But I'm more clueless after this reunion. There was so much I was looking forward to towards the end of the season. And this was just the loudest, cockiest, less complete, no real answer, kind of just.
And it kind of seemed like they all came in there hating each other. I want to know what the producers told them about each other in their own private dressing rooms. How the producers were whipping them up because they came in with the absolute most vitriol, and they were like, "Listen, I think I should just shout down everybody because that's the play, right? Like, if she disagrees with me, let me just shout over her." And that's kind of how it was. Even Lisa Vanderpump was shouting at some point. So, and will say this too, I had to break them up. You and I talked for a solid 2 hours and 15 minutes. So tomorrow.
Could have been more.
Yeah. So tomorrow you'll get parts 1 and part 2 of the reunion. And then next week we're going to do the secrets revealed, which I already watched. Have you watched it?
Nope. Had to get through this.
We're going to do the secrets revealed and then part 3 of the reunion. And then obviously our predictions and what we are looking forward to in season 5. And I haven't done any Googles. I don't know what to expect. So,
and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me.
I'm getting so much Valley content that I'm really trying not to.
You mean you're chopping it? You're smashing it away.
Yes. Well,
constantly.
Yeah. By the time I delivers it to me.
I know. Me too.
It's really, I'm just full disclosure. It's really tainting me towards Brittany and kind of like propping me up to Kristen. I'm already a Kristen apologist.
10 years of stuff I'm trying to avoid all the time. Yeah. But you had an idea for us, got a theme going, so we have some good stuff to talk about.
Because I love a theme. And we talk about like recommendations. So to keep us corralled, right? Like to keep us in a space, because I could recommend 132,000 things always. I was thinking we could kind of like, what's making us mental? What can we recommend that is pertaining to our mental health or our mentality or just our general mental state? So that's what I asked you guys to do the recs for. So, Emily, what's your rec?
Oh, I get to go first? Okay. All right. So I have 2 recs for this week.
Emily broke the rules immediately. You're punished. I knew I shouldn't have let you made you go first. I knew it.
I'm absolutely always going to break the rule. Give me a rule. I'm definitely going to break it. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I actually had like 9 different recs, but I tapered it down to go along with your like mental health, kind of theme.
Save them. Okay. There's plenty of time. You can bring them in later.
Yeah. So my 2 recs are just 2 different things that I watched this week that I thought were fantastic so far. One is like very just, light. And I mean, this is just like the cotton candy kind of thing, is 4 Seasons.
Yeah.
Season 2 out on Netflix now. So this has Tina Fey, Steve Carell, some other people that I can't remember their names. They're not quite as famous, Yeah. So, and
you're Coleman Domingo.
And
Will
this,
Forte.
That's right.
Yes, thank you.
Mingo is freaking everywhere. This man,
you know, I knew their names. I just couldn't think of them.
He was in 3 trailers before a movie I saw the other day.
Wow, that's impressive.
He is getting that bag.
Hey, good for him.
He sold me the popcorn, actually.
He was like tearing the tickets.
That's right. He's secure in his retirement.
He really was in 2 or 3 trailers the other day.
That's hilarious.
You're already in a ton.
Wow, good for him. No, it's cute. I don't know. I really am enjoying it. It's friends. It's like 3 different couples plus maybe like another character here or there. And I can relate to it a lot because some of the, people from the couples were like college friends, have known each other for forever. Now they're like middle-aged / slightly older than middle-aged.
Yeah, it is. It has a very specific demographic. Like 21-year-olds are probably not watching.
Well, they probably can't relate to it as much, but I still think it's entertaining.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's a lot of comedic moments.
Unless they're at college missing their folks.
Yeah, and then they get 30 seconds of a scene.
But it's definitely a lot about relationships, and then they're this season they're dealing with grief because one of the cast members suddenly died at the end of season 1 and on the show, not in real life. And so it's kind of like them processing through. And that to me, I find interesting because it really, I do love to watch how people, we all deal with similar things happening to us in life.
At this age, we were just talking about our 30-year high school reunion. So
Sundi's 30-year high.
Jeff's too.
All right.
And Jeff.
All right. Hours in general.
I still have another year before that.
If Emily's 29.
Thank you.
Youngo over here.
No, I know. I love to just give you shit for that. But anyway, it's just interesting, kind of like seeing this perspective of like how different people are reacting to the same thing happening, so that's one. I think it's cute. I think it's real easy to watch, and they're like 30-minute episodes, which I love.
Can burn through them
you can
quick.
you can absolutely. I mean, I literally started it last night, and I'm on I think episode 6 out of 8. And then my other one that was really good that I also burned through super fast, this one has, I feel like either 3 or 4 episodes actually, and a little bit longer, maybe 45 to an hour, is Rafa, which is a documentary on Netflix about Rafael Nadal, the tennis player.
Okay, I was not expecting a documentary on a tennis player, but
right. So literally, Foy and I love a documentary. So I was just sort of like, hey, this is a new one. Let's just check it out and see. And I have to tell you, in my opinion, Netflix does sports documentaries better than anything I've ever seen in my life. Like they really are just so good about it. They get into stuff. The camera work, the editing, everything is just very well done, and it pulls you in. I am not even really a huge tennis fan. I mean, I watch Wimbledon usually every year, but like that's just sort of
sounds like you're a tennis person. Do you watch Wimbledon?
No.
Yeah, me either. So,
that's just a thing my dad and I used to always watch around 4th of July.
I watch the Kirsten Dunst movie Wimbledon every year.
No, that's a good one too. I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that.
Brooke doesn't like sports very much at all. I've gotten much farther removed than I used to be, but a sports doc is really... Well, is this in the Untold series or just its own?
No, it's just its own thing. I mean, it should be on your like home screen on Netflix. This is brand new. Rafa.
The algorithm is not delivering me Rafa.
You should watch it though. It is
Sunday
really...
versus the algorithm.
It's really good. And he dealt with... So he has won something like, I think it's like 22 Grand Slam titles, which is like huge.
Yeah. Good for Rafa.
For tennis. Okay. So he's from Spain originally. It talks a little bit about like his life with his family, with his wife, with his kid, like stuff. His uncle was his coach primarily through most of his life, but also he dealt with a lot of... He's a very physical tennis player. Like he's not like your graceful kind of, like they were comparing him with, some of the other players where they almost look like ballet, dancers when they're out there jumping around. Like he is a very like down and dirty physical kind of thing. But also he dealt with a lot of injuries because of the style of tennis that he plays. But he also dealt with severe anxiety.
Okay, there's this thing. Yeah. Some people I should care about this, but I can relate to that for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't say that he was, I don't know if he was diagnosed with OCD, but like there were some definite things that were very interesting to hear about. Yeah, when he plays, because I can remember watching him play in previous years.
She's not a tennis girl though. She's not a tennis person.
So my dad and I used to go on 4th of July trips for several years.
Yeah.
And Wimbledon always is on, like the finals are always on right around 4th of July.
Yep.
And my dad used to be a big tennis player and he loves tennis. So I would, that's the reason I watched golf.
You can not be a horse racing person and watch the
Derby. And watch the Kentucky Derby. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, these big events.
Put a gun to my head and ask me to name a horse or a jockey. You have to shoot me dead.
I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You have to shoot me dead. I'm just saying. I feel like you are a little bit more of a tennis person.
I'm more of a golf person, but tennis I enjoy too.
He's going to pin you down on this, just so you know.
Probably. Okay. I'm a tennis person, guys, apparently. Whatever.
But like, there's a lot of people who do.
I'm fine with that.
A huge thing, yeah.
But I think, though, that even if you are not a big tennis watcher, you would enjoy this documentary. It was just very good. It really... You get sucked in. I really cared within the first episode because I thought this was going to be like, I'll turn this on and I'll go to sleep.
How long are the episodes?
45 to 60 minutes, something like that.
And there's 4.
I think there's 4.
That's manageable.
Yeah, it's just a docu-series thing, But very interesting to see some of his like routines because it was almost like a meme, like a funny thing about how like people used to like laugh before he, like serves or something. He's out there and he has this whole like wipe the right eyebrow, wipe the left eyebrow, do this, do that, toe on the line, scrape off the line, like he's got a very little like twitchy thing that he goes through.
Yeah,
and
but no OCD diagnosis.
Well, I don't think so. He never said that he had that diagnosis, but like he definitely has that. Should have that diagnosis with the things that he was like, I can't hit the ball until I do blah, 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 blah.
There were signs.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, though, just to hear his perspective. And then also just to hear, like, how he fought through so many of these injuries. That's a definite mental health thing. Like, he probably should have taken a little bit more of a break in some periods.
Yeah, pulled a Simone Biles.
But he didn't. And so this is, like, just kind of telling that
story.
How
old is he? Is he...
I think
he's still playing?
No, he has retired now recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is 38-ish.
I was going to say about 10 years younger. So, yeah.
Why do you have to do that? Don't put a number on it. I'm already facing my own mortality. It's
put the numbers out there first.
He's retired. He's 10 years younger than us.
Put the numbers.
I am very sensitive about my moment.
But you guys, like for a professional athlete, late 30s.
Yeah. Especially tennis, too. Wonder what his knees are like.
Oh, completely shot. Like he literally had to sit out for a while because he blew out an entire knee in like one of the tennis matches he was playing.
What's his personality like? Is he fun? Is he tightly wound? Is he a ladies' man? Like, what's his deal?
So he is married to a girl.
Boo.
No, to a girl that he's known since they were like 6 years old. Like they grew up in this tiny little town in Spain. Yeah, but she's like, no, she's like his rock. And like, she even said, I love her for this because he was like a sex symbol for a while. I mean, he did like an Armani underwear ad, like 20-foot thing in New York, kind of thing when he was back in like his 20s or so. And he even says like, he had to, his wife like is just this like, sweet girl from the village that he grew up in Spain or whatever. And he had to chase her. Like she was kind of like, I don't know, maybe.
I do love that.
Kind of thing. Like,
I do love that.
But they seem to have a very genuine connection. They just had their second baby within the last, year or so, I guess, maybe. And now he's retired so he can be like a little family man kind of.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think you'll like it. Give it a shot.
It's a Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix, Rafa, and also Netflix 4 Seasons. Those are my recs.
Yeah, 4 Seasons is definitely on the list. It's going, but you can burn the disc really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you're
up. I love this was the theme because probably my favorite thing I'm watching right now, Widow's Bay on Apple.
Oh my God.
I can't believe this is your favorite thing.
Fucking A.
I love this.
Fucking A.
We're watching this too, but it gives me nightmares.
What's that can happen? That's fine.
I think it's hilarious though, right? Like it's also very funny.
There's a lot. I mean, it is.
Is it funny?
Horror. There's a ton of horror elements.
Widow's Bay?
I can tell you about it if you want.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
No, I'm watching it too.
I'm so sorry, Jeff. You have the floor now. Piggy's got the conch. Go.
Wait, what?
That's from Lord
of the
Flies.
Flies. Oh, I was like, what?
That'll be my next rec.
There's 8 out right now. There's going to be 10. So there's 2 more. I'm very excited for them to come out. Like I said, lots of horror elements. It starts off with like something really reminiscent, like Stephen King, The Mist.
Oh. Yeah.
That's what's coming out.
Oh, I was going to say Jaws.
There's an element, musically, there's some of that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Uh-huh.
I do love, what's his name? Is it Matthew Reese?
Matthew Reese is
I
in
do
it.
love
There's
him.
some great folks in it. And the people that are behind the scenes are really wonderful. The reason it has a lot of humor, Katie Dippold is the main writer, creator. She wrote like 40 episodes of Parks and Rec. She came from UCB, so she must take sketch comedy very seriously. The directors are people from there. A guy that did a bunch of Atlanta. Ty West from the X movies did one that's like all takes place in like the 1700s. So there's a period piece of it.
So much sense.
That was a really interesting episode, actually.
I mean, because sometimes it's very funny. The last one was a full on slasher episode.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is like, an 80s Stranger Things it pulls from, but I believe it all works well together. It's very interesting, and there's stuff. I think the reason a lot of stuff we're watching right now, especially in movie theaters, is taking place in the 80s and 90s because no cell phone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Normally, we're like, well, that movie wouldn't be a movie. You just call somebody on
That's right.
Well, you can't use your cell phone on this island. It's all on an island, which is always mysterious and eerie.
Yeah. We had a debate. So when is it set? 1990s? Like when? Because I thought...
No, I think it's current day.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking, because like all of their cars are kind of
I
have an older phone.
Saying they have started a genre here too. I didn't even write this down. But Matthew Reese, what he's driving, what he's wearing, I'm calling this Bowercore because it is Eddie Bauer catalog stepped off. He has like...
It is.
He has the Grand Cherokee, like, the coat, the jean, like it is total Bowercore. It's what I'm calling.
Yes, Carla was a real 90s Bowercore.
If you do, there's plenty of scenes you could watch and you're like, this is 1998.
Right. But I think that the reason that everything on there is Bowercore, as you say, is because it's an island that's like it's not a popular island.
Yeah.
And if you're born on the island, you cannot leave the island.
Yeah.
So I don't think people
supposedly, we don't know. Allegedly, we don't know yet.
People aren't trekking out to get like the newest iPhone and bring it back over here.
Get 2 miles.
Does Amazon deliver to a widow's bay?
No, it does not.
That's a conversation that Carla and I had too, because there's a lot of things that are really anachronistic about it. And so I'm like trying to place like, when are we? Where are we?
I had that at the very beginning also, and it was one of those I didn't think about even for a couple episodes because it doesn't matter. Like, it's a total put your phone down, watch it, get into it.
Which is
I recommend it to pretty much anyone to at least give it a shot. And if you don't like one, I think some of the episodes by themselves are complete standalone great hour of television.
Because if you don't like one, stick around. There'll be another one. Because the one that the flashback to the 1700s is so interesting to me. Like, it is very, very hard to steal me from my second screen. Like, I
wasn't looking at Sunday when I said put your phone down, but
not at all.
I may have been thinking of Sunday when I wrote that.
Because I am always doing homework, and so I was riveted, just like eyes on, and I really like it.
It's funny you say you watch some and feel one way. I thought this is even great. I would even recommend to people like watch a couple, go away for a little bit, come back and watch a couple.
Yeah.
I think it would be worth revisiting. I say check it out. It is called a TV series, not a limited series. So I'm holding out hope that there's even more.
Yeah. Let's see
really
what 9 and 10 are like, though.
Yeah, right? I really enjoy it, even because I waited a few weeks, watched a bunch of them in a couple weeks. And, it's that like, now that I'm here, I'm not like, I respect it. I don't mind waiting a week for it, but I'm very excited.
What was the series that he did with Claire Danes that was earlier in the year?
Oh God, that was so good.
It was, yes, I don't know. I was kind of on the fence.
Earlier this year?
Yes. I was on the
where Claire Danes was a writer.
Yeah, and she had a lot of Claire Danes face acting.
He was like an accused murderer.
But like a rich guy. It'll come to me. Emily Google's on it.
I'm gonna
But it's hard to, because he's doing things so close together. It's hard to kind of leapfrog from, he's this person in this particular series.
The Beast in Me.
The Beast in Me.
Okay.
That's also good. Watch it. It's really good. Claire Danes is really Claire Danen.
She's very Claire Danes.
Yeah. So, but immediately episodes 1.5, I'm like, okay, Beast in Me who? I was on board.
Yeah. Also, Stephen Root is in it, and he is just amazing. And every single thing he's in, and just about everything he's in is great. He's Milton from Office Space. He was one of the Stapler.
Oh, yes.
Jimmy James from News Radio back in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
He's in Barry.
He's like a boat
Barry's
captain on this.
I just couldn't
He was
place
the
him.
second main guy in Barry.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry was so
Oh,
good
God,
too.
that was such a great
really
show.
good. And
Loved
supporting
that show.
cast is great. And like I said, everyone behind the scenes, the music, how it looks.
Yeah.
It's great.
I agree.
Really, like I said, to just about anyone, give it a shot.
And it's Apple TV.
And there is
Apple
some,
TV.
And because of the horror and because of the stuff that's the mysticism with the island, you don't know some of the stuff is in their head, and it really takes you out of your world. I mean, of our own, present day. Or it's like I am focused on this, and I love that.
And I always love for a TV show to poke fun an uptight character, and so Matthew Reese's character is very tightly wound.
Yeah, and there's a little camp.
Yes,
too.
And sometimes maybe I kind of see the self-referential business about that. They're just teasing him relentlessly. Everybody in the town is rolling their eyes every time he walks in the room, and I find that to be very endearing about it, and I really like it too. So, so
Sundi?
Mine is a little departure from y'all's, but
wait, did you break the rule? Yeah.
No, but just different proclivities. Mine is couples therapy, which is Showtime, but you can get it on Paramount, but I watched it on
That's why I won't watch
Amazon.
Yeah, full disclosure, I was going to watch an episode or two, but I will not pay for another subscription right now. So
fair enough. But it is really, really brilliant. And Dr. Orna is a award-winning psychiatrist, and they handpick couples.
So are these real couples?
They're real couples,
and they're really letting their therapy sessions get recorded.
Yes, and so they've got millions and millions of folks apply, and so they handpick them, and then the way that they've set the stage or the set is they have all of these hidden cameras. Like Orna sits there and they're across from her, and all the cameras are sort of hidden by there's like a mirror, this and that. And obviously they know that they're being recorded, but there is an illusion of privacy. There's an illusion of, intimacy. And it's not super sensationalized, which I know you guys are like, what? Sounding like something. But it is just, the episodes are 35 minutes. She's sitting across from him and she's so insightful. And then they follow them for about 4 months or 6 months.
Oh.
Yes. And so, and they dip into their real lives, and they are checking in with them, and it's very raw. And it's very voyeuristic. And that is what I enjoy about it, too, because I am just I get my face pressed against their, living room window.
It's not, is it a person a season? I mean, a couple a season?
It is 4 or 5 couples.
And they dip in and out.
Yeah. And so, and we, every episode, which is about 30 minutes, you get, a segment with each of them. And then at the end, we kind of see where they go. And we see her checking in with her mentor, talking about her practice with them and getting advice from them, and I don't know how to help them. And it's just so much vulnerability. Like this past season, and they're always it's people in and around New York City because they have to be able to come and go. But this past season, we had a couple who the husband was very conservative, the wife was very liberal. And they grappled with that. We had one, it was a trans woman with a recently diagnosed autistic man who is recently transitioned, and she's trying to grapple with his chemistry. There was a couple who had a really, really significant mother wound, and he was trying to work through it. It is so quiet and so immediate in that moment that, it is brilliant. Even Carla got sucked in. It is so smart. And even if you can just watch some clips, Dr. Orna is brilliant, and she's all over the place. She's on podcasts. She's doing press for it. And I don't know, if you are not a therapy person, but feel like you maybe need it, watch couples therapy, because you can just sort of get it by osmosis in that way, because it is so smart and so brilliant, and I love it so much.
All right, I might just have to steal you along.
That's really fun.
For sure.
Even watching Sundi talk about it.
Right? She's so into it. Damn, now I feel like I really need to go find it and give it a chance.
I watched them, so this is the 5th season, and I pretty much watched them all in one sitting. I watch them all in one sitting.
Did you ever watch Group Therapy?
No.
I think it's on either Netflix or Prime. I need to go back and rewatch it. It was a bunch of comedians, actually.
Oh,
They
no.
pulled
no,
and did-
comedians are fucked up.
Yeah, well, it's like Tig Notaro, and I know, I love her.
Real up and down. That was a real slingshot.
Right?
Well, we know you got to have some sort of darkness to be so funny. People who are the funniest are always like really fucked up.
Mike Birbiglia, and several other like stand-up comics, and then some comics that I wasn't really familiar with. I watched it maybe 6 months or so ago. I think it's Netflix, maybe. I need to go back and watch it again. It was kind of interesting.
I'll look for it. I love anything that I get to like.
Neil Patrick Harris is like the moderator on it. And he's like, I am not a therapist. I'm not really sure why I'm the moderator on this.
Fun.
But it was like all these comics kind of talking about their mental health, like some of their issues. And then because
does it get really dark?
Well, you don't get into stand-up comedy when you've had just like nothing ever bad happen in your life, you know. It doesn't get really dark. But it was definitely
there's a whole
interesting.
documentary about that too, called The Dark Side of Comedy.
Yeah,
and a whole bunch of people.
I mean, on Couples Therapy, this man admitted that his mother like tried to hold him underwater and drown him, and then she berated him for like making
not dying.
Yes, like it is very, very, very raw.
That is.
That's why I'm just
that's dark.
Tell me everything. I want it all.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. You did have some things that we absolutely have to avoid though. I have some anti-rec.
I have some anti-recs for sure because so full disclosure, we're apparently 1,000 years old and we go to bed most nights at like 7:30 to 8 o'clock.
Did not expect 7:30, but okay.
We're not on all the.
We're not going to bed like going to sleep. No, me and Foy, like, you know, me and the tall man. We just like to go get in our bed and watch TV for a few hours before we go to sleep. Okay, so like we are kind of early birds, so we go through a lot of TV. So we have watched several things recently that I need to tell you, audience, give it a hard fucking pass. Okay, all right. First up, we have the Jack Ryan movie with Jim from The Office. Pass. Zero plot, zero writing.
Yeah,
like
say
whatever.
less.
Okay. Second up, we have Ladies First, which is the Sacha Baron Cohen.
I didn't mind that one. It is what it is.
You know,
not promising much, and they didn't deliver much.
I mean, I liked it better with Mel Gibson and the What Women Want version.
Except we hate Mel Gibson.
But back then we didn't. We didn't know he sucked back then, so we can still like that one.
Okay.
I would also say Outcome, which is on Apple TV, which has the best cast ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it has everyone in it.
When you say
Keanu Reeves is the lead in it. And I don't know. I mean,
how dare you?
It's an hour and 20 minutes. So if you need something just to like put you to sleep at night, like it might be like sort of like that Fanta Cola kind of thing, you know, that's like sugary.
Outcome as Fanta Cola. First off, I want to be on.
Nothing like a Fanta right before bed.
I love a Fanta Cola, especially an orange drink.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know what that was. All right, so that's what I'm saying, though. It's like if you just need that, like, sugar rush, but no caffeine, nothing like any substantial.
Or
there are moments. My problem with it was that it was definite satire, and it was just very heavy-handed with, like, everything was.
Treating you real dumb.
Yeah, like we get it, you know. The premise is, you know, he's the biggest superstar ever, and somebody has like, you know, a something that they're using to like blackmail him with, kind of a tape, you know, sort of thing. And he has to go on the like big grand apology tour, but he doesn't really apologize to the people who really matter most in his life.
Very familiar. We're getting a lot of content in that arena.
So anyway, I don't know.
Also, season 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say pass.
A whole lot of...
And then my other one is probably going to be a little bit like controversial, but I would say pass on the Boroughs, which I love the cast of this one too.
I have feelings about the current,
but I felt like
close your ears.
I felt it's the same creators as Stranger Things, and I felt like it was basically like I'm waiting for somebody to come out with like a better analysis on it, but I swear to God, it was just them going, hey, let's just see how much we can make fun of Stranger Things and make a comedic version, then see if people will go along with it.
Did you watch the Boroughs?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
No.
But
I know a bunch of the
Duffer
cast seems
Brothers.
great. Yeah, I fell off on Stranger Things.
Me too,
also.
because the Duffer Brothers are so freaking referential to whatever they grew up with. Like they grew up in a very specific, like Steven Spielberg moment. So everything that they do feels like they are redoing something. Like it literally feels like Cocoon, but 2026. It feels like Goonies with old folks.
Except those movies were good.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's always
those were good.
A watered down version. And, you know, it has such a great, it's got Alfred Molina, for fuck's sake.
Like, I know, I love him. Really, Alfred Woodard is in it. Like, I mean, the cast is amazing.
I mean, that's one of the, you could turn it on and you could do laundry or you wash dishes or whatever. But, and there's some gore too, a little bit of gore.
But it's not even scary gore. Like, it wasn't even, I was like, oh, I've seen that same character on Stranger Things already. I'm all right.
You know, late 40s and, you know, I'm not running anywhere. I'm expected to believe that this man who has he's like on his death's door with chemo is running through the sewers. Like, come on, miss me with that. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm just
Emily,
saying.
what else? What else?
That's it. Yeah. Those are all my passes for this week.
I only had one.
I'll let you know next week. I'm sure I'll have 9 more.
I would only have one, and I won't spend any time on it because neither one of y'all have ever heard of it. But it is called Calabasas Confidential.
I know exactly what you're talking about. With all the kids from famous people that live out there. We got Master.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but it definitely shows up.
I am so sorry that I underestimated y'all. I just felt like the trash.
Wow, Jeff. She really thinks we do not watch TV.
I didn't watch it.
I just said we watch 5 hours of TV a night. Come on,
right. I know. I didn't mean to underestimate you. I just didn't think that what y'all picked to watch, that this would be a thing. But it's not great. It is very, very young. And typically, I don't mind that. But it is young in the way that it's like all the worst things that we know about Gen Z,
like dummies,
is encapsulated in this. So if you want to watch something,
and money,
and money. So if you want to watch like young dummies being hot, watch Love Island instead. That thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. You know, I do not watch that show, but I just haven't. I saw the trailer.
Just haven't.
And the cast. I mean, I told you this. The cast looked like pretty great. I was like, I'd watch these folks.
New York, New Gen, Next Gen NYC is on Peacock and the Broadway show. Much better. They're smarter.
And that's about to come back.
Yes, at any minute now. But they are much smarter, much more self-possessed folks. And we are not. They're not doing all of these Gen Z stereotype shit that I just want to punch them in the face.
Yeah. No, it just looked like a rich kid's party that didn't stop.
Whoever heard of even Calabasas until Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, and I have family from Southern California. Like, I feel like I am pretty well versed in Southern California towns and neighborhoods and stuff, and never heard of Calabasas until the Kardashians.
There's a money element.
Yeah, exactly.
To this.
Right. Y'all can't see, but Jeff is pantomiming money with his.
Well, I'd already said it 8 times, so I didn't know if I needed to.
I want everybody to feel left out. And now he's making it rain, y'all. Everybody feel left out. Do you have something that we cannot absolutely watch?
Mine might be controversial also. None about do not watch. It's very weird. I picked the #1 Apple TV show. I'm picking the #1 movie in the country. I wasn't a big fan of Backrooms.
Oh, God, me either. Boo!
I haven't watched it.
Backrooms, I knew nothing. Now, I don't feel as strongly about it right now as I did when I walked out the movie.
Okay.
I was pretty angry about it.
Wait, walked out the movie like you went to the theater and saw this?
I did too.
I go to the theater regularly.
I know you do. I did go to the Barbie movie with you and Brooke, but
me and Ethan went to the movies and saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was real hot for it.
There's very few people I know that I would really recommend it, other than like, look, man, I don't recommend it, but I want to talk about this with somebody, so please go see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's a whole lot going on. I mean, it's a web series. There's a whole bunch of lore that apparently is baked into this that it obviously helps. I'm always of that opinion, like even if it's a series of movies, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th in a series, if it is a good movie, it is a good standalone movie.
Right.
Which I would.
So what's the premise
from this as well?
It's hard to explain, but like that was my beef with it. So there's a creepypasta series that you have to do that Ethan was already entrenched in the lore and did not.
Creepypasta series? Is that what you said? Okay.
It's like a genre of things.
Okay.
But he did not communicate that to me, so I was not prepped to go in there. But it's about a man who finds a room in the back of his furniture store, and he moves.
Sorry, back room.
Yes, a back room. And
there's more than one though, so it's
right, and it sort of like goes on infinity, and there's like it's almost like an alternate dimension.
It's going on.
Okay, so we've got a sci-fi horror little bit kind of.
He gets trapped. Blah 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 blah. It is, but it was one of those puzzles. It's a puzzle, and I don't want a fucking puzzle.
No, but it's not really a puzzle because it doesn't come together either. Puzzles do end.
It's exactly right. It's a puzzle.
That puzzle right there has 1,000 pieces, and when I'm done with it, it will be a picture. This did not. Like, it looked so intriguing. I like to know as little about a movie as possible when I go into it. I do not. And so when I was so excited about this, it looked cool. It has this young director. It has a great cast. Chiwetel Ejiofor is in it. The actress is in it. The last 2 movies I saw with her were amazing. This Norwegian actress. Was so excited for it, and it did not do it for me. And then it sat on it for a couple weeks, and then I was like reading a news article and getting into data centers and AI, and I was like, wait a minute, that thing had like a copy of this copy, which is what AI is going to learn. And I started wondering if that had anything to do with it. Looked it up. Oh. Apparently it is. That's a big thing. The director is very outspoken against
anti-AI.
Yes. Which was kind of funny because now it didn't make me warm up to it. I'm going to run back out to the theater. I'm not going to watch it when it shows up in my house. I am not. Like, Chiwetel shows up and wants to sit here for a screening, I will do that. So no doubt there. But at the same time, I was also kind of wrapping up Audacity, which is on AMC.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. I should or no?
It gets into, so it's like,
it's also a lot of satire
of Silicon Valley. Yeah, like stuff that's going on in there. So the people that are making AI and the data research and the data grab and all that stuff.
Don't you feel like there was a lot of satire with it too, though? With the characters,
it's a ton, a ton. It really reminded me of Billions a lot, which was funny because the guy that wrote it also created Succession. So he's used to very high finance drama, but it gave more Billions to me. But that show, you see it from all sides. Like, what drives these people to want to get that stuff? What's driving them? Like, it paints them as a full picture. You see their marriage, you see their kids going to school, you see them going to therapy, you see the people in the community that aren't directly related to those high power companies and what goes on with them, and just how much power they can lord over the people in the community. So it's kind of weird that, those two things were coming up at the same time. I liked Audacity. I would give it a shot. Now, I'm not going to say if you don't like it after 2 or 3, you got to just wait till episode 5, man.
I'm not one of those. You got 2 episodes to get me, and that's it.
If you don't like an hour and a half of it, don't watch it. I liked it enough to keep going, is what I would say. Like, there's some very good high points. Like, Rob Corddry, I love. He comes in and kind of saves the day a few times for me.
Oh, I like him, though.
And I'm interested in those inner workings. Like, Succession would really take you in the mind of people you will never have access to.
And feel sympathetic to them a little bit.
Same here. Yeah. You will never have access to these people, no matter what their online personality says, And you may not even know who the people are that are actually running those companies, But this helps paint a picture. Not saying it's real. This is, but Zach Galifianakis is in it, and it's wonderful. He's this guy that has so much money, he can do whatever, and he does. And it's very wild. There's the AI tie-in kind of, but going back to Backrooms, I would say probably stay away.
Backrooms is in the space in my brain that Severance is. And I know a lot of people love Severance. I did not. I'd
rather sit down with 2 hours of Severance than I would this movie.
Fair enough. Me too. But I just didn't care for Severance either. And it's just because it's like this whole sort of oblique, comment on something that you can't understand what they're commenting on. And then it's like, I don't want to have been in on the joke or in on the crowd to understand a movie.
We couldn't make it through Severance. Like, we tried.
I watched all of season 1.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
If the guys that are making, behind the scenes folks from Backrooms are doing something again in a couple of years and it's not related to this world, I'm into it. Like, I would it still has my interest. I'm like, it looked very cool. I mean, the sets are this budget had to be pretty wild, even though it's, it's a strip mall that they kept building onto, but like, there was a lot of interesting stuff going on. If it made sense at all. Like, it was more like you were trying to put 8 different puzzles together into one rather than just put one together.
10 pieces missing.
And it just never, I'm telling you, 20 minutes in, 40 minutes in, an hour in, I'm like, I'm with you. Let's go. I'm with you. 45 minutes later, very disappointed.
Yeah. And Ethan acted like I wasn't smart enough to get it, which annoyed me as well.
So we watched, I think, like 1 or 2 episodes of Audacity. And I thought that maybe I just watched it after I took my Ambien because I couldn't really remember a lot happened.
Well, it's pulling a lot. It's introducing you to a lot of people pretty quickly.
Yeah, Game of Thrones did it like that too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you're getting not even just a person, a company, you're getting an entire community. It's funny to say of Silicon Valley because that was such a funny show.
That was such a great show.
This is the dramatic version of that, you know. So Backrooms is on my list to avoid. At least that's for me, even though lots of people in America seem to disagree. That's where JB lands on it.
Thank you, JB. I feel like it was JB when we were talking about Backrooms for sure.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of pieces of like current goss.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, I already told y'all about Amanda owed $117,000 in rent. It's because their rent was $15,000 a month.
That tracks.
For their apartment in wherever they
how big an apartment?
I don't know. She filled it up. She was a hoarder.
Well, at least 2 bedrooms, which, I mean, I'm sorry. If you are a couple in New York and you can afford a 2-bedroom apartment, like that is balling there, okay?
But it feels like,
I mean, I will refer back to in, 2001 dollars, me and it started out with 2 other girls. Then we added in a 3rd girl because, rent. And we had a 1-bedroom apartment at Columbus Circle, like sort of the west side of Central Park.
You could afford to live at Columbus Square in 2001.
No, thank you to my parents who treated the first couple of years I lived in New York as basically my grad school and subsidized my life. But it was like $3,700 a month was our rent on a 1-bedroom on a 4th floor walk-up apartment.
Yeah, add the inflation to that for 20 years later. It's like,
right.
Yeah. So I think that's how he got the spreadsheet, because there was a spreadsheet too. I've seen it notice. Also, good news for a lot of people, maybe not Georgia, but Pornhub is launching an exclusively lesbian site that is Pornhub Sapphic, because
that is what?
It's called Pornhub Sapphic.
Pornhub Sapphic?
Sapphic, as in Sappho.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's designed exclusively for the female gaze. And because, lesbian is the most searched term on Pornhub. In Georgia, we can't get Pornhub anymore because of whatever legislation they have signed to block us. But, fun fact.
These are all fun facts.
Boomers are 36% more likely to watch a strap-on video than any other generation. So... You know what, boomers?
How the hell did they do that research?
Right. Well, I'll tell you. Because you have...
Where is this data coming from?
Go to my folks in Silicon Valley. They've got the audacity to look that kind of stuff up.
When you, in many states, because of the crackdown on pornography, you have to tell them your age. You have to click. You have to click. Yeah. Oh, am I this age? This age? Emily doesn't watch porn, obviously.
They have to put a picture of your
literally
license
all
on
news
there
to me. I'm very interested. Okay. I don't even know that. I thought Pornhub was everywhere. I didn't know we couldn't get it in Georgia.
No.
Kind of new.
Yeah, this is in the last year or so, but Georgia has passed legislation that's going to make it. And there's other sites you can go, but don't Google it at work.
News. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah, don't Google it at work. But so that, I don't know how that's going to be. Maybe that's their workaround for that particular block.
Okay.
But, news to everybody, which is exciting because oftentimes porn is not great for the sapphic folks. It's a lot of,
dicks in your face.
Yeah. Yeah. a lot of dicks in your face. And then lastly, this is for you, Jeff. Our friend Jack.
No dicks in the face.
No dicks in the face for you, dear.
Name of your sex tape.
Yeah.
No dicks
in the face. Lastly is our friend Jack Taylor, now on his recovery journey, has been hired or...
I have already, because you're going to get me at a soft point for my man here.
Recovery ambassador. And the company that he is the ambassador for is Recovery Through Repetition. It is a nonprofit in which he's doing speaking engagements and content and all of that. And so he feels fairly new in his recovery journey to be an ambassador of such.
Yeah.
What do you think as the only person here in recovery?
He's like a year and a half in, right?
I don't know if that feels short. That feels too long.
I have nothing to say, but support him, wish him well. It seems like a lot for a company to hinge their hopes on him. Mm-hmm. Take that as you will, but that seems fresh for him.
I've
seen him
till he fucks somebody in the group.
Right. And it's not just let's take Jack, since you're listening, I'll tell you, I really do
Jack,
wish you
this
well.
is for you, babe.
I have, I'm still hanging with you in 2015. So there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I sympathize. And even if I didn't, I wish you well right now. But as a spokesman for companies, your outside the game persona does feed into your spokesperson likeness, your likability a lot. Like if there's a football player who's a wonderful football player that gets arrested for some domestic abuse, he's going to lose some of those things.
Yeah.
He's going to lose some of those contracts he has, not with his team maybe, but with the people he's a spokesperson for. And I'm thinking his off the field shenanigans may in the past.
Well, maybe this will motivate him to stay between the ditches.
The yearn for people to give this guy money.
I'm telling you, listen, this is what we talk about. He is fucking Teflon. This man he's going to fail up for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what, like he's ejected from 2 Bravo shows and has landed a sponsorship with a recovery. Now, this is maybe his 4th rehab attempt, in which one we saw on the Valley, in which he was calling. Right. But in one, okay, for sure. But anyway, y'all know, it is wild how this man continues to fail up and lands in a safe place. I don't know. Maybe it's a snapshot of where we are in our
I say good luck to recovery through repetition.
Yes.
Good luck to y'all as an organization. Because I hope this works out for you. This is a big gamble.
Hang on tight.
Yeah. I wish you all the luck.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Do you have a backup? What's the understudy situation for RTR right now?
Well, maybe Spencer Pratt will take up for him. Because also Tom Sandoval is also voting for Spencer Pratt, which you and I spoke about this.
I was very excited to send you that info.
I mean, Katie, though, not voting for Spencer Pratt. Neither is our friend Chriselle Strauss from the Netflix real estate show. It's escaping me right this second.
I was wondering what she was from.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, as I'm finishing, I'm like, I know some bad stuff I've always heard about, for the past few years is coming my way with Sandoval, but I'm behind this guy. Then I'm gonna start following. I'm like, I voted for Spencer Pratt. All right, man.
Okay,
we're
not
immediate unfollow.
We're not tight.
Selling Sunset. That's what Strauss is from.
Well, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but also somebody that posts that and is like, it's not about sides, but this is who I'm going for. When he has a very specific platform, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lie. You're a lying liar.
Listen, you're a lying liar. But also, a Sundi goes on a rant about Spencer Pratt is a whole other podcast.
Oh, we could look. I would jump on.
No,
I did. I watched.
We had to pull ourselves back from it the other day already. So let's not let him.
But nonetheless,
this is a lovely day. This is wonderful.
Tell us what you.
Him and his flesh-colored beard is all I need to remind people of.
We can't.
Well, I'm saying you can send us all you want us to know to Jeff at Pinot Pod if you have feelings about Spencer Pratt. Otherwise, find us on the socials, at Take a Pinot Pod, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're there. We're just
mainly email.
Well,
that's the main.
Well, I got an email today, and they want us to solicit products, so I feel okay about it. We're on the come up. We're on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
sure,
but Vanderpump Rules reunion tomorrow, and then next week is a big week for all of our shows.
It is. Thank you all for being with us, and thank you all for listening.